Sam also alluded to hiking and biking here in Carrabassett Valley, and what better way to enjoy those activities than with Maine Huts and Trails, who maintains over 80 miles of trails, provides lodging, a special and unique experience, while serving a delicious homemade meal.
We're at an interesting crossroads. We have the Northern Forest Canoe Trail, we have the Appalachian Trail, beautiful Maine Huts and Trails cross-country and biking network. It's 50 linear miles of trail. We're also right next to Carrabassett. It's just a wonderful mecca of trails, single track, over 80 miles of single track that we're dealing with, and they're just building more, and it's Class A.
Then we go and we dig, and we shape the terrain gently. We try to revegetate all of our work sites so that they will bounce back from any impact that we have. We've developed about 80 miles of trail. Some of that trail goes along old logging road corridors, which really makes me feel connected to the logging industry in this area, because when we're walking on the trail, it's like we're on a unique part of the region's history. We use trail standards from IMBA, which is the International Mountain Biking Association. They've produced publications, as well as the Student Conservation Association and the Appalachian Trail Club. They've got a really great book.
We also are situated in a really great location in Carrabassett Valley, where our trail system is connected to the CR trails and the outdoor center trails. And so you see people coming through that have been biking all day, and you have the ability to give them a little bit of relief from the hot weather and offer them a drink or some coffee. And it's a really unique, wonderful experience. Yeah, so our huts and trails are open to the public every day of the year. And so we do have a lot of day guests that come through that just are driving through or that live in the area, and they'll come up to the huts. We also offer the experience to stay overnight. And for those guests, we provide 2 hot meals and a packed lunch. And they stay in the huts, and they get here all through people-powered recreation, so either hiking or biking, in the wintertime snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, or fat biking. And I think it's really wonderful that people are recognizing that Maine Huts is now a 4-season destination, and that Carrabassett Valley is becoming a 4-season destination and not just somewhere to come in the wintertime.
What's really important is recreation for recreation. It's a beautiful place that we're at, and I think if you can submerge yourself overnight, it's just it can sort of reset you from the trials and tribulations of normal life.
I think where we're situated in Maine, up in the western Maine mountains, you can really disconnect from the busy city life. We're only 2.5 hours from Portland, 4-ish hours from Boston. And so coming up here where there's limited cell service, it really allows you to disconnect. We ask all of our day guests and overnight guests to not use their cell phones in the hut, which I think really adds to the experience. It allows you to really turn things off and really enjoy the wilderness.
We really came up here just for all the access to outdoor rec. I mean, there's hiking, mountain biking, tons of lakes and rivers for paddling. It's just like an awesome outdoor area. And also with the communities, it's pretty awesome how the town and a couple other organizations work together on this wonderful trail network that we have here. It's a really cool benefit and to the community. So we're up here at Strattonbrook Hut. There's a couple full-service huts right on the trails, and it's really awesome to bike up. Coming up the Strattonbrook's a huge climb. Once you get up top, you have a full-service hut. They do lunches on weekends. It's an awesome place to grab a beer mid-ride and kind of relax for a little bit. And they have great locally sourced food, which is really cool. Also, it's just not just a trail work network. There's trails for everybody, any level from beginner, people just learning how to ride a bike, to advanced, pretty technical downhills and stuff. It's just a little bit of riding for everybody. Great for progression of riders. Yeah, I did a mechanic for a bunch of years. It was a really awesome trade. I learned a lot, but I just got kind of trapped. I just didn't like being in a shop every day. Wanted to access the outdoors a little bit more than just the weekends. So I came up to Carrabassett Valley.
We build our trails to withstand the test of time. To have a trail that degrades is no good. So we're really, we are just trying to minimize our impact whenever possible when we're working on the trails. So a lot of my maintenance projects that I lead with my crew is to drain water off of it so it won't wash away, or to just go back to problem areas and fix it up so that it lasts longer.